What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to do my reaction thoughts to the brand new Night City Wire number 4. I'm super hyped for this, but if you're new to the channel, be sure go down here, hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it. And I appreciate all my subscribers, everybody's comments down below. You guys are amazing. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like on it. I appreciate it. Just enjoy the video. Here we go! I'm super excited for this. What about you guys? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. Oh man. It's almost here, guys. Less than a month away.
Welcome to
well, pretty much a month.
Episode 4, the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh man, I can't believe it's freaking coming, guys.
By giving you a look at
that's a sweet looking bike.
Vehicles you might
can't wait to see all these sweet vehicles and stuff I've heard about.
Having a chat to senior vehicle artist Paul, who's going to give us a little bit more information before we take you behind the scenes and a look at
so they actually used all real car sounds and stuff. That's cool.
We're also going to have news.
They're going all out on this game, that's for sure. What do you guys think?
Fashion and styles in Night City before we recap the incredibly
talented
finalists in our Cyberpunk cosplay contest.
Wow. What do you think of her, guys?
Today's episode with some news about
Stadia.
There is a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
let's go.
Get started.
Let's get it. What? Oh man, I can't wait. This is gonna be a long freaking reaction video. If you appreciate the work, be sure leave a like on the video. I appreciate it.
A chill ride to get around fast.
What?
And in Cyberpunk 2077, there are tons of
that almost looks like a Bugatti.
Like this 4-liter engine, 6-cylinder, goes from 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds. You fucking believe that?
I'm more partial to straight sixes myself, with a nice big turbo.
We've crafted every car and motorbike with amazing attention to detail. On the chassis, the body.
That's crazy, guys. What do you think? What? No.
You can expect everyone not only to look unique, but to
man, I
deliver
can't wait
a
to experience this
driving
freaking awesome
experience.
game. So many different kinds of cars, and they all look so unique. And they all have that cyberpunk look to them. Economy cars. That's an economy car?
Yeah.
That thing had a big giant turbo on it.
I guess.
I remember it from back in the day. I seen that video.
Mostly utility vehicles and low-end
Thornton.
made for every pocket.
Archer.
It's a wreck.
It's like a tiny little bug thing. What the heck? Vans, police cars. Limos with like
look to this class
2
alone.
extra tires in the front. That's so weird.
I'm putting my ride on the line. Either you match it in cash, or you can forget about the fight.
That's so weird looking. They put 4 tires in the front that actually have
wheels,
suspension
no
and stuff.
Has been spared, no
What?
thrill ignored. They're
The
plush
what did that say?
interiors decked out in
Chevalon?
all the latest tech, while you get to sit back and
Man,
enjoy
that
the
looks so
ride.
crazy. They're going
Masterful
all out
engineering
in this
and
game.
practical
Even
design,
heavy duty
trucks
ones?
and tanks for
What?
when you need power and brute force.
Dang. Biohazard symbol on it.
My pride and joy.
And these monsters are
So many
literally
different kinds of
unstoppable.
stuff you could steal or buy.
These are for tunes who love the smell of exhaust
Sport.
and
There
the
we
roar
go.
of street
Now we're getting to my
wildlife.
taste.
Their powerful engines and exchangeable parts make them perfect for
Mizutani. That's a Mizutani, guys. Definitely have some insane car brand names.
Whether it's street racing, running from the NCPD,
Drifting, all kinds of
or just
stuff. I'm
showing
partial
off
to
the
drifting
streets.
myself.
With these
So I do like,
high-powered
you know,
beasts,
circuit racing
you
and that
will
kind of
have
thing.
only respect.
I'm a huge fan of Need for Speed Heat. I've got a review of it on my channel. Go check
If
my
you need
backlog.
Speed and armor, the hypercar class is
I love
for you.
all
It
different
means
types.
Precise bodywork, built-in lidar arrays,
I love
and
all
really
different types of
expensive
genres.
materials.
Racing doesn't matter. There's very few I don't like. Even RTSs.
Not your typical urban vehicle.
Nice.
They will take you places you never dreamed
They all
you'd
look
go.
so crazy.
Oh,
Can't
And original
wait.
vehicles are not all you'll find in 2077.
Oh, yeah?
We also found room on our roster for some true
What is that?
automotive icons.
What?
Floor it, V.
Ooh, that kind of had the headlights of a Porsche. That was like an older kind of Porsche headlight.
Thank you so much for joining us. I think it's fair to say we've come a really long way from Roach in The Witcher. So,
Is this
there's a
entire
lot to
video
talk
about all the different cars and
Yep,
stuff?
There's a lot to talk about. What do you want to talk about?
Well, let's start with the various.
I don't mind.
different cars, because
I'll
in the
take
video
it.
We saw there were things like economy and luxury vehicles.
Nice.
But can you tell us a bit
Out of
more
all
about
these
the
different vehicles you
design
guys have seen so
philosophy,
far,
and
which
what
one's your favorite? Be sure, let me know down in the comments.
Driving them around Night City.
Absolutely.
So many. And the
Depending
insides and
on,
stuff, they look
the
so good.
variation of the car that
I like me a
you're,
nice fat back
either
tire.
buying or
I
stealing,
like me some
depending on
meat.
your flavor. Yeah, you'll
I love me
notice
some
that they
grip.
don't look different, but they'll also drive different and feel different. If you're
Yeah,
buying or
nice.
stealing, a
They're
nice
doing so
fancy-looking
amazing on this
sports
game.
color
I
version
can't
of
wait
a
to freaking
car,
play this
you'll
on the
notice that it
16th.
drives, you know,
On my
faster,
PC,
sounds a
of
little bit
course.
more punchy and sporty than, for example, a junkier.
I still can't get over that they put 4
can have solar panels,
suspension
tied to the roof,
control
or
wheels
solid
in the
pipes
front
that
of some of
are
those.
hot wiring, some other, you know, cyberpunk components.
That
in
looks
your
like
car.
a freaking awesome freaking
And,
RC
well,
car.
you know, if it
Like a
looks
giant
cheap,
version with the
probably
wing, you know what I
drives
mean?
cheap too.
So it seems that not only do the cars.
I had no idea
look good on
that
the
they would go
outside,
this
there's
far
an
in this
awful lot of
game.
Detail on the inside
They-
as well.
what?
Things like the dashboard. So can you tell us more
Yeah,
about that? Because
of
I know
course.
if you find a Quadra Type 66 in the city, it's going to look totally different from the
Oh,
Quadra
that's
Type
awesome.
66.
So they're gonna look
and
completely
driving
different.
Out in the Badlands, both outside and inside.
Huh.
Yep, definitely. If you were about to steal a very nice high-end car, for example, when you
Look
get
at
in,
his
you'll
shirt.
see
He's
the
got a
dashboard
cool
light up
shirt.
nicely. You see your dial indicators revving a little bit.
Dude,
but
that looks so
that may not
crazy.
exist for a junk version at all. It may have the dashboard ripped out completely.
Yeah,
no matter
that
what
makes
your
sense, I
flavor is,
guess.
You'll find
So
something
people
that
don't
suits
care
you.
about their cars.
So what about racing then? Will there be racing? Because I know people have been asking.
Oh yeah?
We're absolutely going to have
What?
several races in the game. Different locations.
Oh,
if you know you're going to
man.
be driving in the Badlands, maybe bring a nomad car.
There's gonna be
just
guns and
built
stuff,
to
too,
drive in the Badlands.
in the
If you know you're gonna be
racing.
racing in Night City,
That looks
bring
like a
lot of
weird
wheels that
Pinto
you've got, so
thing.
you're gonna need all the power you can
It's like a
get.
Lamborghini,
No matter where you're
freaking
racing,
like a
though,
sedan version or
you need to bring
something.
a gun, because this is Night City and you never know what's gonna happen.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so you talk about
You
bringing
hear him?
cars
He
then.
said, "Bring a
Let's
gun."
Talk about like, storing and calling cars because we
What?
know people can steal them. But what if somebody's found a car and they absolutely love this particular one? Is there a way for players to kind of build that collection? And then how do they actually, you know, summon them?
Yeah, how do we summon them?
Summoning cars works pretty much the same as you would summon Roach in The Witcher 3. Your
Oh,
transportation
nice.
may or may not show up on a roof.
It's gonna be on a
somewhere.
roof.
But you know, we're still working on fixing some bugs here and there. But yeah, if there's a car that
Have you guys
really
ever had
like
that
very
happen
much,
to Witcher?
can't wait to own a Quadra or
You
a
summon
Type 66,
freaking Roach and he
you'll
appears
get
on a
message
roof.
From your fixer and says, "Hey, got a Quadra for
Man.
sale for you. You want to buy it? All you have to do is drive."
They're all
over,
so
pay
insane.
the
They all
money,
look
you get your very own
different and
Quadra. Not to mention
so
that
crazy.
every
I just
single
had no
vehicle
idea
that you buy,
they would go
every
this
single
far
player
with this
vehicle
game.
Is absolutely unique.
I
in
love
every
CD
way.
Projekt
It's got a
Red.
Unique interior, unique exterior.
Witcher 3
paint
is an
job.
amazing
You know,
freaking
it'll
game.
sound different, but it'll also handle different.
So in the video,
I got the
you
Game of the Year
mentioned
edition on my
that it was
PC
based
here.
very
I've been
true
going back through it
automotive
in
icon.
4K.
Do you want
It's
to
so
reveal,
beautiful.
what that actually is?
Of course, the car in question here is Johnny Silverhand's
Where did he get his
car,
shirt at? Do you
and
guys
Johnny
recognize that
Silverhand
shirt?
Is, well, he's a
Ah, I knew it.
and
There's the
he's got wheels
Porsche.
to match. So we gave him a 911 Porsche from.
We have one of those around here. I know a guy that has one.
Which means in 2077,
They're pretty
Johnny's
rare these
car is gonna
days.
be exactly 100 years old.
Well,
The inside of it doesn't
so
look
much
like
for
that,
your
though.
time today. Personally, I think I'm going to try and balance being a super cool badass mercenary and driving a Mai Mai.
Yeah.
I love that little car.
Dude,
I think I could do it, right? I could be
I'm
cool
just what?
and in a Mai Mai.
How many of you guys are gonna
Mai-Mai's
drive that little
absolutely
Mimi
cool as long
thingy?
as you stay on the
Let me
road.
know down in the comments.
I'll try my very best. We'll see. In past episodes, we've said that music plays a huge part in bringing Night City to life.
Yeah,
But it's not
music
just
is important in every
Our
single
teams
game.
went to
It's one of the biggest
incredible
aspects
lengths to
that a lot of people
recreate
don't
and
realize.
capture the
If games
sounds
didn't have
that
music,
really bring these
they would not be
vehicles to life.
anywhere near as
I
fun
mean,
or
you might have had some
engrossing.
fun driving them, but I'm pretty sure that's just a perk of the job.
Yeah, this is where they got all the sounds and stuff. I want to drive that, guys. What the heck? Revving up Night City.
We started with the visuals, and then we wanted to.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to get this.
I
can't wait to freaking play this game in 4K on my PC.
Nice vibe of the
How many of you guys out there are getting on PC or on console? Let me know down in the comments.
We made the decision that we are going to record on the racetracks, and then we are going to record cars in movement. We started cooperation with
Cars in movement,
who is
nice.
like very well-known racing driver.
So they're trying to get all the real sound effects and stuff. Yeah, because whenever you slide and you're drifting, so much of the noise is coming from the tires.
The G's with the braking and tight cornering, and you can feel the car actually like bending the laws of physics. We wanted to record a broad spectrum of cars, so we started with powerful muscle cars, and then we went to more.
Is that an RB? What was that thing?
Inline sixes, and then we
it wasn't an RB. Kind of looked like a. I don't know what engine that was. What was that straight six in? Let me know down in the comments. What? It couldn't be an RB because their turbos are on the other side of the engine. I know because I have one that I put in my 240.
Because we had plenty of cars to do in a short time span.
We had the team of mechanics from a rally team, and they helped us immensely. What they've done, they allowed us to put the microphones into places that we wouldn't be able to access.
This is like next level.
Right into the car. They helped us.
You know how much time it took them to go through, get every single car, get all the sounds and everything? That's so much effort. This is one of the reasons why I love CD Projekt Red. Like, who puts, you know, like some people do, you know, put this kind of care and stuff, like maybe Forza, you know, or some of those type of games where it's an actual racing game, but this isn't even just a racing game. You know what I mean? That's only a small part of it. The racing and stuff is like 5% of the game, maybe, or less. But they still put this amount of care, you know, into that 5%.
Electric engine that you could
Every little detail matters.
Nowadays car.
We didn't want the engines to be futuristic, sci-fi-ish sounding. We want them much more organic, much more down to earth, something that would represent the combustion engine.
Everything looks so crazy.
And on top of that, we added.
Can't believe this is coming in a month.
Horns or like a futuristic UI of a car. It makes you feel
dude, I would love to have
like
doors
you're in
like
the car of
that.
the future, and some car might
Everybody hates on the Lambo doors though. Everybody hates on Lambo doors. Anytime they see them on other cars, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, other people just put them on their racers or something. I don't know. I mean, I think people could do whatever they want. It's their car, you know what I mean?
We wanted to be very close to what Mike set up in the lore. And early on, we decided to record Johnny's.
Man, I love me a nice Porsche.
Porsche 911.
My favorite is the newer ones, like the, you know.
We recorded on dyno in control environment in a chamber. We could
that looks so
in
crazy.
Very different places. Porsche 930 that we recorded is.
Yeah, there's so many different versions over the years.
Really sounding like.
But I love me like one of the newer ones, like a 2010. What? Not very loud. Like if you get a stock Porsche like that, or you know any stock car, did you hear how quiet that was? Not the best sound.
Not really a racing game.
Truth being told, this was the hardest part in my sound career, and I'm very proud of what we achieved with the sound team.
There is so much work on here, guys.
So creating the designs, creating the technology behind how the sound behaves, that's the best thing actually I ever did.
It is a nice Lexus. I love me a nice Lexus. Ooh. Man, this video has been so freaking amazing so far. Let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments.
This time with Johnny Silverhand. I mean Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah, here we go. Welcome to California. There's Keanu. Yeah, that's a sick bike. Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I can't wait to see, you know, how he plays his character and stuff in the game.
No, you know, it's not like deeper.
What? Arch. Is it Arch or Arc? I think it's Arc. I think it's how they say it. I noticed some of the other cars and stuff in the game were called that too.
And we're here as representatives of Arch Motorcycle,
Huh.
and we're doing some.
And before this, I never even knew that he had a motorcycle brand. I'd never heard of Arch. Huh. How many of you guys knew
Arch
about his
Motorcycle
brand
is a
before this video came out?
Custom production motorcycle company.
Huh.
What's unique about it is that the motorcycles are built on a production platform, but each one is designed to be able to be personalized.
I love a nice bike, but I'm never gonna drive one. Like I've been on some, 1000s and stuff with a lot of power. They're just too dangerous for me. I don't want to die. I prefer slide around with 4 tires on the ground. Well, most of the time.
They also spoke about integrating. They were fans of, or I guess people who worked at the company were fans of Arch Motorcycle, and so they broached the idea of creating
motorcycles are insanely fast.
Specialized Cyberpunk 2077
the higher end ones
version
or the modified
of Arch
ones.
Motorcycle. And I thought that was a very fine idea.
Get that stupid plane out of the way.
We have a motorcycle we've designed and we've been developing called the Method 143, and so that I think in particular was.
Do you guys like that bike? What do you think of it?
Inspiration for the designer, so
I
they
don't
sort
know.
of used that as a basis and then went further. So it has a totally
I don't know if I like the
different,
future look of it.
crazy-looking
I'm not sure.
power plant.
Like that bike I like a lot better.
We did a little customization.
It's good. I like it.
Today we're capturing sounds, getting some actual sounds of a power plant, drivetrain, and characteristics of the motorcycle.
Wow,
which I'm
they're
sure
going
they
like just so insane,
play with
all
and
the love
stuff,
they're
but
putting
the
in this
source will
game.
be pure.
This is why I know it's gonna be freaking mind blowing.
Has a.
I can't wait to see the
racing
the rest of the stuff that they haven't even showed here. All the surprises and stuff.
And it sounds pretty. I could definitely.
Which for me,
blindfolded tell
I don't know. I've never really,
That's the
because bikes usually have like 2 cylinders and stuff, so I don't really like the sounds they make. You know what I mean? Like a crotch rocket sounds decent with a decent exhaust, but that's about it. I love me the sound of a big turbo with a nice blow off. Even a cam V8.
Role-playing aspect.
But motorcycles, yeah, they're kind of limited to the sounds they can make because they don't have as many freaking cylinders.
Getting into the madness of
It's not as smooth. Whoa. Petrochem. This is so crazy. November 19th. Oh, it's almost here.
Welcome to the brief authoritative history of Night City.
Yeah.
This
Styles.
chapter is devoted to so-called styles.
The different styles? What? Let's
Deeply
go.
linked with the history of the world and a very important aspect of life in the city. You can find them everywhere.
Bossy.
Cars, clothes, guns,
Bossy.
implants.
Did you guys see that magazine?
They are your war
What?
paint. As one of our sponsors
Oh, no.
says, it matters not if you're dead, as long as you're doing it in style.
Right?
The moves on this girl.
Ew.
Swoosh, swoosh.
That's
Slicing
disgusting.
them up like sashimi.
I can't wait to
Visual
do it.
styles are evident in the Night City of 2077.
Yeah.
Each with its
Which
own
one of these
history,
styles is you guys'
status,
favorite?
and features.
Huh. I don't know if I like this
Neon
style as
hair,
much. I kind of
illuminated
like the later
tattoos,
ones.
And chrome. Function comes second. Looks are what matter.
Looks are what matter. Yeah. Have your arm chopped off and have cybernetic arms attached. I wonder how much that costs. 2 billion? What money do they even use?
The Fourth Corporate War broke out, and entropism was born. Vast and deep crises forced people to find ways to survive
That
by
is an
any
ugly
means.
car.
Getting the job done.
What? Did you
no
see
matter
the back
how,
tires
was
on
the
that
primary
freaking truck?
goal. The look,
Oh my gosh, those suckers are like this wide.
Love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now
Yeah.
stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her.
Oh, there's the hillbilly with the shotgun. The laser shotgun.
Fuck this city.
Freaking
deadly
spaceship
elegance
crashed into the
without
house.
Ostentation.
Real
Corporate
military.
militaristic fashion, mostly seen in the wealthier parts of town.
Right?
Substance over style, That's the motto.
Militech. 2023. Dude, they freaking like fried his brain or something. What? Substance over style. But they show them and they look pretty stylistic to me.
Celebrities, brain dance stars, business magnates, heirs to corporate fortunes, and corporate executives. They abandoned the cold, deadly elegance of neo-militarism and returned to the roots of kitsch, but gave it a fresh, new look.
I don't know.
Oh shit, these hands.
They look kind of cool.
Sometimes it seems like I just brushed something and sparks fly.
I don't know. What do you guys think of all the different styles and stuff? Which one's your favorite? Be sure to let me know down in the comments.
Thank you for your attention. We wish you a very pleasant stay in our marvelous metropolis. Good luck, and goodbye.
She's in the ice tub.
NC's legends. Know where you'll find most of them?
Dang! He got knocked the frick out!
Graveyard. Luckily, matters not where you're from, matters not where you start.
Did you see the guys? He got freaking socked right in the face.
Here
Hard!
is the walk you walk.
Huh. Can't wait. Freaking can't wait!
Just before this episode started, you might have tuned in early and seen our Cyberpunk cosplay contest finale. But just
the cosplay finale?
We prepared a little summary for you featuring our
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do any of you guys like cosplay? What do you think about it?
Cosplay contest, we asked our
I'm kind of so-so. There's some sick, you know, there's some sick looking ones out there.
Game based on the art,
I don't know if I would ever do it myself.
Videos, cosplay guides, etc. We thought regular trophies weren't quite cool enough,
That's a cool
so we
gun.
decided that the top 3 will receive detailed props based
wow.
on weapons from the game.
Unique freaking weapons
They have been
from the game.
specifically made for this occasion, and the winners
They look
can
pretty
do
cool,
with them
dude.
as they please.
That stuff
And
takes some
now,
time.
The 12 best Cyberpunk cosplayers
Huh.
who have competed for
The 12
first
best.
place in the first official Cyberpunk 2077.
This is an official contest? Huh.
Are you ready
I never
to
heard
meet
about
them?
it, but I'm not, you know, a cosplayer, so just kind of flew under my radar. Oh, are these the cosplayers? Oh, that's that one lady. That's a cosplay? Huh. Be sure to let me know what you think of these down in the comments. That looks pretty sick. Like, it looks realistic. They cost a lot of money, you know, time to make all these costumes and stuff. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice. That looks insane. Like, did he build that machine himself or what? Or is it like CG? I don't get it. That's pretty cool. Whoa. Like, these are cosplayers? That's insane. Whoa. What do you guys think about this? Be sure to let me know. Cyberpunk. Let's go!
Now, before we wrap up today's episode, there is one more thing to talk about. Previously, we announced that Cyberpunk 2077 was
Man,
coming
I
to
hate Stadia.
and today
What?
we can tell you that it is arriving on November 19th alongside...
Are you guys gonna play that on Stadia?
Pre-orders
Probably
are
not.
starting now. Night City Wire is almost over, but if you do want just a little bit more, then stay tuned right here on the Twitch channel and join
yeah.
us for our post show.
Oh,
As
really?
always, don't forget that if you've missed anything or if you just want to watch again, we will be uploading everything to our channels shortly.
Nope, let's
and
go.
We'll be back with Night City Wire.
Let's go, I wanna see the
episode
footage.
5 soon. You know what? Actually, there is one more thing
What?
we're going to show you. Welcome
Nice, I knew
to
it.
the diner.
The diner?
So what do you want? Supercar? Big house?
Freaking CGI is amazing. No, that's in game. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You need a softer touch. Stronger spine. Because taking over Night City ain't gonna be easy.
It's just a testament, like how real it looks.
I'm in.
Cyberpunk 2077. Available November 19th.
I couldn't tell. Did that look like CGI to you guys? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'm so freaking hyped for this. Well, there it is, guys. I'm super hyped for this, and if you are too, be sure to let me know down in the comments. But as always, I have tons of other stuff on the channel. Go check my backlog. I put my heart and soul into every single video. Now, YouTube's algorithm can be pretty tough on me, so like I always say, you know, right now I gotta do a lot of trendy videos, I gotta bring views to the channel. In between all those videos and stuff, I still like to do stuff like my own reviews of other RPGs and just older games in general that I think are amazing, that everybody should hear about, gaming news, all kinds of other videos, you know, whatever my heart's content is. But first, before I can do as many of those videos as I want, I gotta get the subscribers up, because that's the biggest thing. Right now, all my views and stuff come from viral videos. But I'm trying my best for you guys. This channel isn't going anywhere. I just want you to know I appreciate every single one of you guys. And be sure, let me know down in the comments what games you guys are looking for. Cyberpunk, of course. But there's so many amazing games coming out this year and next year. It's so awesome. I can't freaking get enough of it. There's just not enough time to play all these amazing games these days. You know what I mean? But I hope you enjoyed the video. And be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'll see you on the next one.